Welcome to Kidmissing TV. Today, before we get into our case, which is out of Maine, I need to talk to you about another case out of Maine. My own cousin's children, actually. You know, in all the years I've done this, I never thought it would hit this close to home. His former fiancée was given a weekend visitation last weekend. She absconded with the children. They are 3-year-old Bella and Bradley. They're twins, pictured here. John, I am praying for you. I'm here for you. Uncle Dale and Aunt Val, again, praying. I'm here. I got lots of people sharing their pictures and hopes and prayers all across Facebook. And I just wanted to add it to this video because I know these videos have reach. So please, and like I said, I mentioned at the beginning, they're from Maine, and so is our featured case today. They are from the town of Livermore Falls. They may be headed to Portland, or they may be headed all the way to North Carolina. We're not 100% sure. They're also with an unknown male, as well as their mother. Andrea, if you're listening, just call Johnny, call Uncle Dale, Aunt Val, somebody. Let them know the kids are all right. Let them know where they are. Thank you. Okay, today's case is out of Frenchville, Maine. Frenchville, Maine is way up at the tip-top of Maine, as I mentioned last week when I told you about this case. She is a baby Jane Doe or Aroostook County Jane Doe. Aroostook County is the largest county in Maine. It's also the northernmost. Probably also the least populated in all actuality. She was 6 pounds 8 ounces. She had a little bit of reddish blonde hair. She was brand new born. She was left out in the elements and died of exposure. So they're calling it homicide by exposure. Now, because the dump site is so close to, and the town is so close to the Canadian border, the mother could have been Canadian. She was left in a gravel pit. A Siberian Husky named Paka discovered the frozen tiny body. He actually lovingly carried the poor frozen child to his owners to get help, which is amazing. The umbilical cord was still attached. And they realized the baby had actually been born right there at the gravel pit, which was on an access road near the intersection of Route 1 and Pelletier, or Pelletier, depending on whether you're French or not, Avenue. The baby was abandoned in temperatures 30 degrees below zero. You know, if you're living in Florida or Arizona, you have no idea what 30 degrees below zero feels like. But I assure you, you do not want to experience it. She could not have lived longer than 30 minutes in those temperatures, according to experts. And the infant's remains have disappeared. The couple that found the couple whose dog found the remains on December 7th, 1985, said, you know, if she had come to us, you know, even out of the blue, we would have adopted that baby. That baby didn't need to become a human popsicle. I mean, there's no nice way to put it. This poor kid was frozen stiff. I can't imagine an infant laying there, screaming, shaking, dying like that. Who does that? The reason they know that she gave birth in the gravel pit, they found boot prints, they found blood frozen on the ground. The mother has not been located, as mentioned. It is suspected that she is Canadian. In 2014, Sergeant Darren Crane with the Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit said, "Every once in a while a phone call or other information comes in and we work it." Crane is now the lead investigator on the case. I believe the dog was given an award, actually. When the dog brought the baby in, he was so careful, he didn't leave any bite marks. I think it's just instinct, you know, for dogs. Some dogs, most dogs, to help a human. And he knew that this was a really tiny human that needed help. The state police detective Arnold Gagan was the lead investigator back in the day, roughly 700 feet from the access road. This is something you don't forget, Armand Pelletier said during a recent interview from the couple's home now in Bangor. Lorraine said she remembered it like it was yesterday. Armand recalled letting the dog out that morning, and Paca was back at the sliding door trying to get their attention. She kept pounding at the door window to get back in. And after a while, they went to go look and could not believe what they saw. It was a frozen baby. So it's like a little rag doll. A cute little girl with reddish blonde hair. They were not sure if Paca actually heard the baby cry before the baby died, or if he smelt her. And that's how he found her. But like I said, when police returned to the gravel pit, they found other evidence of the birth. Now, including improved technology, including DNA, could come into play. Now, they're trying to use right now genetic genealogy in this case. And the Pelletiers said they could never have children, and they would have adopted this beautiful little child. She didn't have to freeze to death, as I mentioned before. They moved to Bangor in the summer of '86, and Paca lived to be 12 years old, dying of cancer in 1987. Whoops. There we go. They're not sure whether the case will truly be solved, but they're hoping beyond hope. If you have any information about this case and this beautiful child, please call the Maine State Police Troop F, 800-924-2261 or 207-532-5400, 207-532-5400, or 1-800-924-2261. By the way, the poster, you will notice that I just have a baby sleeping on a cloud. They never did a reconstruction of her tiny little face. Not sure why. But that's all I had to go on. Thank you. God bless you. And have a wonderful rest of your day.